like unstoppable. It's crazy.
When you look good, you feel better, you're more motivated, you have more energy.
So it was meant to be.
A tattoo here covering my scar, 7 screws. For me, it's this.
What's up, True Crew? Welcome back to another episode of the True Talk podcast, the place where we get real, we keep it real, about building your empire, living boldly. No dream is ever too big. You need to live in your truth, be your authentic self, and follow your dreams. So that's what we're all about here. And of course, to stay true always. So today's guest, who I have mentioned several times on my channel, on the podcast, all of that. Sara, is the absolute definition of creativity meeting hustle. She took her creativity and has hustled for all that she has and all that she has built. And for me, somebody who's building her true empire, I am honestly honored, and it's a privilege to be able to work beside her, literally, because we share the studio, and just be inspired from her. You know how people give off energy and aura? It's like that. And we knew that just straight from the start. Sara is a permanent makeup and fine line tattoo artist, but also the artist of the mural behind you, the painting over here, the painting in the hall, and the mural in her studio. Like, unstoppable. It's crazy. And I don't know about anyone else, but I am a whore for art. Like, I love art. I love modern art. And when I walked in here, and I said this on the first episode of season 2, when my guest Corey asked me if I painted this, I was like, oh no, I can't do this. But Sara said to me, oh, I can take it down. It's just canvas. I'm like, if you lay a finger on that canvas, I will bite it. Like, you can't touch it. So all of that being said, Sara is a permanent makeup and fine line tattoo artist. Her business is called Tête-à-Tête. It's here local in Baltimore. We're right off of Padonia Road, right above Riley's Oysters. For those of you who are local in Maryland that recognize the location. So slight shout out to Riley's. Maybe we can talk about a sponsorship, you know. But here's the one and only Sara, everyone. Clap, clap, clap. All right. So, Sara, when did you start painting?
Oh, when I could hold the brush in my hands.
Yeah.
As long as I can remember myself. My grandfather was an artist.
Oh my gosh, so is mine. God rest his soul. But yes, so is mine.
So I grew up in his studio. He was a theatrical costumes and set designer.
Wow.
But of course, he did art on canvas as well, and sculpture, you name it. He did it all. And
where in the world?
Watching. In Armenia.
Armenia. Okay, so for those of you who are probably wondering, because Sara does have a little bit of a thick accent.
Oh, no, I don't.
No, not at all. I have no accent. I don't know what you're talking about. Where are you from originally?
So I was born in Armenia, and I grew up there. And when I was 16, we moved to Israel. Mm-hmm. And that's where I lived until I was 28. And then I landed here.
And you've been here how long?
Since 2001.
24
now they can count how old I am.
years. Guys, don't even try, because she's a freaking smoke show. Okay? Like, I mean,
no,
you wouldn't even know if I didn't tell you that she has 2 gorgeous kids.
Grown up kids.
Yeah, they are grown. Moni
your
is
age.
my bestie. I love her. Shout out to you, Moni, and shout out to Adam, because I would never leave you out. Much love. Yes, they are your babies. So tell me about Tête-à-Tête. What does Tête-à-Tête mean? What's the origin?
Tête-à-Tête is a French phrase. It means face to face or a private conversation. And that name spoke to me when I was figuring out how to name my business, because that's exactly the kind of experience I want to give to my clients when they feel that it's all about them, undivided attention, personalized in design of either brows, eyeliner, tattoo, whatever they're here for. So that's what that means.
I love it. It's so cool. It's so unique.
Nobody can pronounce it. I've heard it all. Titi.
Yeah, you know,
Tête-à-tête.
Tête-à-Tête, but like it's okay.
It's tête-à-tête.
Whatever floats your boat, but it's Tête-à-Tête. Okay. So if you follow me on my channel, then you also have seen that Sara was the creativity and the I don't even know what to call it, the artist behind my first tattoo. And it's my baby. I know that's weird that I might be calling a tattoo my baby, but like it is, because
It's
if you're part of the true crew, like you know what I've been through, and like this is me. Stay true, true talk, true empire, everything true. So when it was time and I decided to get my first tattoo, the only person I trusted was Sara, obviously. And she gave me my first tattoo. Didn't hurt an ounce.
You were nervous.
I was shitting the bed, literally. Like I
Pretty
was
much.
freaking out, and I didn't feel a thing. She put numbing cream on me, and I didn't feel
I do know.
anything. Yeah.
Like most of tattoo artists, they don't
Okay.
like numbing.
But you are a very unique and specialized tattoo artist. One, because it's fine line tattoos. So it's very dainty. And I feel like a lot of other tattoo artists that you go to maybe in the city, they don't have that precise handling of being able to guide the tattoo pen to be able to get the desired design. But you also do something super amazing and just special with cancer patients, cancer survivors.
Yes, this is a big deal for me.
Yes.
And I'm losing my voice, so it's going to be. I want to sound sexy, but it's actually going away. I feel it.
Well, you look sexy, you sound sexy. I love it all.
Cancer patients, they have a special place in my heart. I lost my sister to cancer in December. 2 years earlier, I lost my dad. So this is a big deal for me, and trying to focus on it and grow that part of what I do and expose it more to people who need my services and try to help them make it more affordable, because I can help them feel better.
What do you do for those cancer survivors?
So I do treatments like microblading when they lose their hair after chemotherapy, or eyeliner, tattoo, lip pigmentation to add a little bit more color, areola tattoos after mastectomy, scar camouflaging or covering up scars with beautiful tattoos, you know, but it's more of the emotional factor that matters here, not the cosmetic and not a cool tattoo. My sister told me when I did her brows and eyeliner, when she lost all of her hair after one of the chemotherapy courses, she said, that makes me feel less sick. And that is imprinted in my head and in my heart. And I know it's true, because what can be more important for women? How we look, how we see ourselves in the mirror.
Yeah.
When you look good, you feel better, you're
Yep.
more motivated, you have more energy, You
Yep.
know, I wouldn't even go clothing shopping if I don't look good, because
Right.
nothing will look good on me. I will
Right.
not like anything.
Yeah.
So it's a big part of our emotional well-being.
Absolutely. It's the self-esteem. It's what gives us confidence and like not I feel like there's such a negative connotation sometimes where people are like, all you care about is your looks. That's so shallow and stuff. But it's like, it's not even a matter of something being shallow. It's not. It's you went through one, most likely the hardest thing you've ever had to go through in your life.
Yeah.
You are a true survivor
Yeah.
and you want to feel that beauty that you felt before. And it's one of those things, and I can relate just because of, you know, the autoimmune that I went through. Nobody knew what I was dealing with on a daily basis unless you've had to deal with it as well.
Right.
And that's kind of how it is for cancer survivors. You
And
know?
that's how I got into permanent makeup, because when my sister was diagnosed, they I did the BRCA test, and they predicted more than 50% chances that I'm going to have the breast cancer. So I decided to go for a prophylactic mastectomy, and they almost killed me. They butchered me to the point that I had 12 surgeries in 7 years, and I didn't look good. I didn't feel good. I was in horrible shape. I was in and out of the hospital while the kids were still little, so it was very, very challenging. And it really wiped me off as a woman, my femininity, my sexuality, the way I felt about myself, that I wasn't good anymore. You know, I was damaged goods.
Yeah.
And at one point during COVID, in between the surgeries, I decided to do something to boost my self-confidence a little, you know. And I lost half of my brows through, you know, stress, other issues, age. And I thought, okay, I'm going to fix that. Let's see what's available. And I got into research, looking for some things that can be done to repair my brows, and came across microblading. And the more research I did, the deeper I dug in, the more fascinated I got with the whole technique. And I'm like, gosh, this is something that I could do really well, because, you know, I can draw. As an artist, I can see a face and imagine what kind of brow is going to fit that face. I know the face anatomy. So that was the start for me. And then I found, of course, I wanted to learn from the best. So I found FIA Academy, that is basically the leader in that industry. They make their own products, high end, like really good quality, produced in Germany. Everything is tip top. So I'm like, okay, if I'm going to learn, I'm going to learn from the best.
Yeah. It's
I'm
an
not
investment.
Take
Absolutely.
3-day classes from a local artist, with all of the respect. You know, it was 6 months online, and then it was supposed to be in person in Baltimore, which never happened. And
so it was meant to be.
It was
like
meant
that
to
was
be.
divine timing.
Yes,
y'all know I'm all about the angel numbers and the divine time. I've got 444 tatted on me.
I wasn't aware of all the angel numbers back then yet. Now I am.
Yeah,
I'm looking for them.
Tell her.
But back then,
yes,
no.
yes.
And then you know, after 6 months practicing like a maniac, and everybody was like, "What are you doing? You're drawing brows all the time." I'm like, I know what I'm doing.
Don't you worry.
Constantly, every single minute I had free between cooking, laundry, walking the dog, picking up the kids from school, I was doing that.
Yeah.
So when the time came to do the in-person workshop and graduation, I fell and broke my arm. Hence the tattoo here covering my scar with a plate and 7 screws.
You're clumsy in twin.
No, I was on 2 days before that workshop in person that I was waiting for so long. So I had to go and have a surgery. I couldn't take the classes.
Are you left-handed?
No, I'm right-handed.
Oh, okay.
You need to hold and stretch with the left hand. No, you need both hands. So it took a whole year for me to recover from that. And then I had to go to California and do the in-person and graduation. So it was a long journey, you know, with ups and downs, but I didn't give up because I was obsessed with it.
So you had all this training done. You had some bumps in the road. It is what it is. It's life, though. I mean,
when you're
what y'all
passionate about
don't
something,
know,
you don't drop
nothing can stop you.
can't.
Nothing can stop you. Yeah, nothing can stop you. No matter what comes in the way, like if you have that drive that's like ingrained in you
That's all
from
you
birth,
see. It's like a target.
that's it.
And if you can clearly see where you want to be and what you want to do, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Nothing, everything else is just little dust around. And you're just super focused and you go towards where you want to be.
Yeah. This episode is brought to you by MVP Protein. Looking for the perfect protein bar with clean ingredients and amazing taste? MVP Protein Bars have you covered. Made with organic dates for natural sweetness and all-natural nut butters. Each bar delivers the perfect combo of protein, fiber, and sustainable energy. No added sugar, just real fuel. MVP Protein, the complete package, because there's an MVP in all of us. Check them out at MVP Protein on Instagram or visit www.mvpprotein.com and use my code Jenna at checkout for 15% off your entire order. And what y'all don't know is that Sara is like certified badass. This chick served in the military in Israel.
Yeah, it sounds like it was in some other life, you know. I feel like I lived 10 different lives, but that was one of them. Yeah.
Fun fact, she's like a cat and has like 15 different lives, but like she literally served in the military. I want you to send me that picture so I can input it on the video because it's so sick. Like what a badass, right? Like it's insane. So when a client comes, I mean, I can tell you and show you the video of what happens when you come for a tattoo. You come, consultation, you talk, she prints out different sizes. Which one do you like? It's just the stencil of it. And you can try on different parts of your body.
You can even go home with it.
And think about it. Or you can be impulsive like me and just send it. But and then the numbing cream, and then she does the tattoo, and bada bing,
numbing
bada
cream
boom.
Is a choice. I always ask.
Oh, well, it's a very smart choice that you should do if you get a tattoo. I don't think Abby has ever gotten numbing.
I've never gotten numbing.
Okay,
she probably never got offered.
I've never been offered.
Okay. Well, that's cool. All right, so I'm just a bitch with pain is what that means, and I can't handle pain. But it's okay. Like who else is very like low in tolerance to pain, because we'll form a club.
Not me.
Yeah, obviously. Fucking prior military over here. Like this chick can probably disassemble and reassemble a rifle and
blindly.
I quit. I quit. Okay. So when somebody wants to get permanent makeup done, being eyebrows, eyeliner, lip pigmentation, what is the process that they go through to contact you, to get the appointment, the consultation, figure out what shade, what shape, like all of that? What's that like?
So my phone is everywhere. It's on Google. It's on my Insta, on my Facebook.
We'll have all that info for you guys. Don't worry.
Whoever did their homework and they know exactly what they want, they just schedule an appointment. And we can have a small consultation right before I do the treatment as far as color choices, shapes, and things like that. But those that don't feel comfortable and don't know much about it, but they want to do something, they will ask for consultations. And my consultations are free. And I'll spend as much time as I need. I don't rush. I always leave myself enough time to give my clients all the answers that they need.
Yeah.
And answer all the questions. So they will come in for a consultation, and whatever treatment they want to get, I'll talk them through the whole process from A to Z, with the aftercare, with the pre-care. If I'll ask them if they have any medical conditions, and I have a form that they will fill out eventually and bring it to the appointment. So they will leave absolutely confident and knowing what to expect. And as far as shape and color, I choose the most natural colors for each person. It's not a stencil that I print on everybody's face, the same shape, same color. No, I match it to the natural hair of the brow, if there is any left. And if not, then to the skin complexion or hair on their head. So my goal is to create the most natural results possible. The best compliment my clients can get is no compliment, because nobody is going to notice what's done.
Yeah.
People will notice that they look better, but they will not know why.
They don't know what it is.
They will ask,
like, wow,
what did you do?
Yeah, there's something
look so
about you.
different.
It's glowing.
You look
What
younger,
is
like
it?
10 years young. What did you
Yeah.
do? Give me your secret. I'm the secret.
Hi.
Yeah, seriously. I don't like when it's noticed.
Yeah.
I like it, hush hush.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to know
Yeah.
what you did. As long as you look.
So the treatment, and I wanted to mention this from your appointment that you had with fashion designer Ella Pritzker from Ella Pritzker Couture. Shout out to her as well.
Hi, Ella.
We love you. Sara did her eyebrows, and one of the things I love that Sara mentioned to Ella was that it's not even the actual process of the microblading and doing the eyebrows that is painful. It's your like overthinking and anxiety beforehand of that coming to your face that you freak out.
Yeah. So people come in already pumped up because they've been thinking about it the whole day before, the night before, the morning of. They're nervous, and I totally understand that. So I try to calm them down as much as possible. But then at the end, you're already here too late.
Yeah.
You can, of course, run away, but why would you?
Oh, my gosh. That just gave me like PTSD for roller coasters because I have a fear of heights.
Yeah.
And like I'm in the line and I'm like, what? I don't think I can do this. And they're like, you're already here, boo-boo.
Yeah.
Like you're in line.
Yeah.
Your ass is getting on the coaster. And I'm like,
I don't force anyone, obviously, but
you're a good person. That's why. This episode is brought to you by the Deck Guys, your go-to crew for custom decks that bring your outdoor space to life. From full deck builds to frame redecking, the Deck Guys bring craftsmanship and quality to every project. Whether you're dreaming of a cozy backyard hangout or an elevated entertainment space, they've got you covered. Follow at the Deck Guys Michigan on Instagram, or visit them at www.thedeckguys.info and schedule your free estimate today. The Deck Guys, built to last, designed to impress.
Everybody's nervous, but after the numbing, even the first numbing, it's already probably 50% less sensations. It doesn't completely numb because the skin is still intact. But after the first pass, and the first pass is going to just feel like a needle scratch, right? It's nothing crazy. And I tell them exactly what they're going to feel. And most of people are surprised. They're like, did you already start? Yes, I'm halfway through the first round.
I even asked her that on my tattoo. Yeah.
After the first round, I apply secondary numbing. And because the skin is already open, it absorbs it better and it numbs it completely.
That makes sense.
And at that point, they fall asleep.
Yeah.
And then they wake up and they're like, I did not expect that.
See?
Yeah.
It's, You're not only getting new brows and this beautiful new look to you, but you're also getting a nap.
And
it's like a whole spa experience.
Exactly.
Like, could you ask for anything more?
I had a client who said to me that was the most relaxing experience ever.
Poor thing, probably
I
has
can't believe
had
that. I'm
such
like,
a
I'm
rough
cutting your
day.
face. Like, how is that possible? She's like, I don't know. It was so relaxing.
It was just great. I
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are gonna jump into a game. Do you like games?
I love games.
Okay, perfect. Because we're gonna play a game.
Depends what kind of games.
It's a fun game,
Okay.
is what it is.
I like fun games.
You're gonna tell me your honest answer because this is called True Talk, and you have to tell the truth. It's in the contract that you signed, but
Did
I didn't send you one. Okay.
Okay.
But I want rapid fire answers. Are you ready?
Sure, I'm ready. I'm always
Okay,
ready.
perfect. What is one tattoo that you would never do again?
Never again.
Yep.
Oh my God. I don't know. Every single tattoo.
That's not an okay
seriously.
answer. I need I need an
to
answer.
think of that tattoo
Yeah.
that I would never do again.
It could be location of where the tattoo was. It could be what the tattoo
I don't do
was.
tattoos in locations that I don't want to do.
Oh, so if somebody says like, "Can you tattoo
There,
my ass
no.
cheek?"
Like my face,
You say no?
Yeah, no. Ass cheek, yes, but not the front.
Shit. I was
Yeah.
gonna ask you to put your name on mine.
It wasn't a name. It was.
It was a face. Somebody went and put
Somebody
someone's
asked me
face,
for a handprint, like a hand, like
a handprint on their butt.
Yeah, but I didn't do that tattoo yet. But it was.
You're gonna do
in
it?
The works, yes.
You're actually gonna do
I
it.
was gonna do it. Yeah,
You were.
I am.
So it's
going
not
to
happening.
probably, eventually.
Oh my gosh. I need to see this because
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
That's hilarious, and that's why I would do it, just for the fun of it. Because
That's
it's funny.
funny. That's funny. Okay.
Yeah, but that's
Well-
what I would do. I didn't tell you what I wouldn't do
What would
because
you
there was
not
no
do?
tattoo that I wouldn't do.
You-
Literally.
Okay. Anybody want some
Why
like
would I
crazy
ever
ass tattoo?
something that I wouldn't.
Sarah will
want to
do it
tattoo?
for you. Okay, this
Yeah.
is a fun one. If you could tattoo any celebrity, who
Mm-hmm.
would it be and why? And if you want to say Channing Tatum, just so you can see him with his shirt off in person, I would 1000% agree to that.
Oh my God. Okay. You will need to pause this for a second because I'm horrible at names. No, I remember.
Psych,
Sorry.
nah. Okay,
Jason
go.
Statham.
Jason who?
Statham.
Stadham?
What?
Stat-
you see, that's why.
Abby, look this
what
up.
is his last
Who?
name?
Statham, maybe?
Yeah.
Statham?
Yes, that.
Who is he?
He's an actor.
That guy?
That guy. Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Why? What? What do you think?
Why does that look like your ex?
That. Which one of them?
The most recent. Why
Which
does that look like
He doesn't. No. I
Turn-
don't know.
show me
I
him
guess
again.
I have a type. I don't know.
You have a type,
I
babe.
guess I have a type. But
Oh
he needs
my
brows, first of
gosh.
all. I would do his
Oh, you
brows.
have to do his brows. Yeah.
Definitely.
You
This
have a type.
manly kind of hot.
It's okay.
Yeah, brows.
It's
need
okay.
help.
I have a type too, but like you
Thank
have a
you
type.
for the
That
big
is
image.
so funny.
Yeah, I
That's
definitely
so
have that.
funny.
And I don't understand because it obviously doesn't work well for me. But type is
You
a
know
type.
what? It's okay. A type is a type.
Yeah.
It's life is all about trial and error, and we're just out here playing the game.
Yeah, we're
You know? That's what I'm saying. Anyways, okay, you can only offer one for forever for the rest of your time as a
what?
tattoo artist. Microblading or lip pigmentation?
microblading
Why?
because it's much more creative and it makes a much bigger difference.
Makes sense.
Lipstick, you can just apply. It's easy.
That makes sense.
You know, filling in brows, not everybody has that in them.
Yeah.
It's hard
It is hard.
to make it symmetrical.
It is really
not
hard.
to look like a caterpillar drawing with a Sharpie. It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Well, that concludes that game. We have another one,
I was ready
but
for more.
that's our game for that
ready.
one. I know it was really short. I'm going to get better on these games because that was too short for me. Okay, but this I'm curious about because we're both pretty much in that same state of mind, I would say. How do you stay creative while also running a business? Because it ain't easy.
I think
we
for
might make
me-
it look easy, but let me tell you, it's hard. Okay,
It's hard.
It's hard.
It's hard, especially for me. Because
Yes.
I have a severe ADD. I can't do paperwork, computer. Like, it's not for me.
Yeah.
And I have to do it. It's one-man show because I do it all. Accounting, bookkeeping,
Everything.
inventory, like everything. Social media is a whole other, full-time job. So the question is, how do I do everything else whilst in creative? Not the way you asked, the opposite for me. The creativity is there. It spills out of
That's
me.
a good
can't-
point.
It's like a volcano eruption.
Well,
since
it's like
3
it's in
years
your
ago.
blood. It's in your
Yeah,
blood.
but it was locked in a box for a long time.
Why?
For about 20 years.
20
Nobody even knew that I'm an artist. I wasn't showing
20
my art or anything.
years?
Yeah. Just in a couple of words, I dissolved in my family and kids. Mm-hmm. And
But
I
that's like a
wasn't in
really
good place.
important part. That's a really important.
It is important.
It's
but
an
I
important
lost myself.
thing.
That was my mistake.
Exactly. It's an important thing to keep in mind that just because we are now the wife, the mother, all of that, you take on that role.
To keep the
Absolutely.
balance, you have
But it is so beyond important to still have
Your
own
own place.
personality,
Yes.
your own safe space, your own hobbies, your own not even it's
time
not
for yourself.
yeah,
for
it's not
anything
like
you
a
wanna do.
separate life. It's
No.
just what has always kept you happy
Right.
because you cannot pour from an empty cup.
Exactly.
You can't.
Exactly.
It's
And that
impossible.
was a mistake that I made, but I don't regret anything. I raised two amazing
Of course,
children
yes.
that are my heart, my soul, and my world. And it's not too late. It's never too late. So it's
Can I
okay.
just say something about your children?
Yes, please.
I love. Of course, I love them, especially Moni. But I love how supportive they are of you.
They're my best friends, first of
They
all.
are your best friends. They are your
Yes.
cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Like if you guys go on Sarah's page, which you're gonna do after this, because like I said, she knows how to disassemble and assemble a rifle blindfolded. So make sure you go, and that was just like a little threat,
Yeah.
But when you go onto her page and you look in the comments, like her daughter is always commenting on it, saying so cool, and it's genuine. Like I've met her; she is so beyond
She's helping me a lot,
proud.
too.
Yeah, so huge shout out to Monica and Adam because y'all are the people behind the curtain that are helping Mama
Yes.
out.
Yeah.
But I love it. I love how it's become kind of like this whole family.
It's not only them two; it's their friends.
Like,
Like,
yeah.
It's just
You've tattooed Monica's friends. Like
Yeah.
you're the cool mom.
They invite me for drinks with them, so it's
Like and
that,
she
you
rolls
know?
her eyes at that. That's so cool.
No,
like
because at that age I would never,
I know.
think of inviting my mom to hang out with me.
I
and my
know,
friends.
but like
It's
that
a
means
compliment. I love
it's a
it.
huge
I love it.
compliment.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I hope that's what happens with me with my kids. one day.
Well, you stay true with them and it will happen.
That's my girl right here. You know it. Okay. Are you ready for our next game?
Sure.
This is called Empire Energy. And it's, I need quick fire answer.
Okay.
Quick fire. Okay. I already know the answer to the first one, but coffee or matcha?
Oh, coffee. All the way.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Studio playlist must have, which I'm interested for this answer because you play a lot of different genres.
My playlist is a melting pot. Like everywhere I go and I hear a nice song, I'll dump in the same playlist.
Yeah.
So it ends up being very eclectic.
Yeah.
It's all over the place. But I'm a house music lover. I love house
I
music.
love
club
it, guys.
Music or
It's
elevator music.
literally a vibe when you walk into our studio, like with Sarah's music playing, she's in there tattooing and I'm in here, just doing my thing. I don't know.
So I have an artist that I love and I can listen to her endlessly. And her
Who is
name is
that?
Marga Soul.
Okay.
She has beautiful music and it's also eclectic.
Okay.
But it has a house twist to it. It's nice. It's
I love that.
beautiful.
It's
You've
so
heard it here many
oh,
times.
for sure. It's so relaxing when you're getting needles in you. It's like it's relaxing at the same time. It's crazy.
Almost like acupuncture.
Yeah, almost. Biggest ick in the beauty industry.
Biggest ick as far as what?
Like what just gives you the creepy crawlies up your back of your neck? Like what do you not like?
Filters on pictures on social media. I don't put filters on my work.
Nope.
I don't like fake, and I don't like, the trends and following the trends. I do my thing. I know what I'm doing, and I will do the way I do it. I'm not going to follow the trends.
Amen. My dad always told me you will always be a leader, never a follower.
Exactly.
I mean, I follow people on social media, I'm not going to say, but but it's also just, that's a whole nother conversation. We won't get into all that. Okay.
Yeah.
You ready for the next one? The last one of our Empire Energy. What's next for Tête-à-Tête?
What's next for Tête-à-Tête? Well, first of all, I see myself in Florida.
I was
few years
there.
from now.
Yeah.
I
see
think
you there too.
this is my vibe and energy.
Miami is your vibe.
Yeah.
I was there.
I love Baltimore. I'm sentimental about it because my kids were born here. They grew up here. My whole life in US
Has
was
been here.
basically here,
Yeah.
besides the first 2 years.
Yeah.
But I need to see the ocean. I'm an ocean person. I'm a beach junkie.
You're
I
killing
have
me
to.
with saying that because I literally posted on my TikTok while I was in Miami over the weekend. I was like, do I need to move here? Like, it's just crazy because
It's either you are that type of person or you're not. If
Yeah.
you feel that you're craving for it all the time, then that's where you should be.
don't tell me that.
But in general, as far as
hard.
business, where I want to be, I probably will end up teaching soon
Oh, I like that.
because I just want people to know how to do it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
and not to damage faces.
Yeah.
Because I've seen some people that, didn't have a good job done.
Yeah.
And
I
they're
know.
struggling because it's very hard to remove it. Laser sometimes will leave scars, and who wants scars
Right.
on their face?
Right.
So it's important, the education, But like I said, the cancer patients and, cancer survivors and people with alopecia, they will always be my main priority because I know how important it is. The emotional well-being is directly connected to health.
Yes.
And how
Yes.
they feel in general. So that will be there regardless of where I am.
Yeah. Amazing. It's so rewarding for you at the end of the day, you know, when you've helped somebody feel beautiful again.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
The change that you see in the way when they look, the eyes, the sparkles.
that's
come
your
back,
favorite part
is the
the reveal, the final reveal.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I love seeing the before and after collages because then you can really notice that difference. Even in the attitude, you know, how they pose for the camera.
Yeah.
Completely different.
One thing that I don't know how I missed and didn't mention, Sarah's a permanent makeup fine line tattoo artist, but she, like I mentioned, she does all of this work. You also take, what is it called?
Commission artwork. Yeah.
Commission artwork,
Yeah.
right? You just finished a couple two pieces.
I'll send you the pictures.
Yeah.
One was for
Look
a
at
law
these two
firm.
pieces. I mean, stunning. Stunning. Do you just get lost in the painting when you're doing
Well, first
it?
of all, I never know what it's going to be.
Okay.
Unless somebody specifically told me I want this.
Yeah.
You know, when I start painting, I can start from one thing and it's going to end up completely different. I don't know. It depends on my mood, on the weather, you know, sun or the birds chirping.
Right.
I don't know how it's going to go. It's all in my head. I don't paint from like nature, like still lifes
Right.
or portraits.
Yeah.
It's all from my imagination. So I never know what it's going to be.
Well, Sarah is accepting commissions. So if you want your own one of a kind, Sara Gorovits, I said that right?
You said it.
Painting, you need to contact her. So we're going to start wrapping this up. Can you tell everybody where they can follow you, book with you, see your work, all of that?
So as far as Tête-à-Tête and permanent makeup and tattoos, you can find me on Google. It's Tête-à-Tête Studio by Sara Gorovits in Timonium. On Instagram, it's Tête-à-Tête by Sara Gorovits, and same for Facebook. And my phone is everywhere. So whatever it is, the art part or the tattoos or permanent makeup, I'm always on my phone. It's like an extension of me.
Literally. Yeah, it's become that way, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, but that's how we do it nowadays. So I'm always available on the phone. If I don't answer right away, I always make sure to get back with people as soon as I can. So yes, definitely by phone. My email is everywhere too. So it's very easy to find me.
I love it. And all of that info will be in the show notes description for you guys. Sarah, thank you so much for finally coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me in this wonderful space.
Thank you for giving me this space and allowing me to work with you. I love it.
It's awesome. It's great having you here. You're bringing that.
It's a lot of, we definitely have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We definitely have a lot of fun. That's
Too
for
much
sure.
Talking and giggling and laughing, but
it's okay.
It's okay.
We just got to put a camera in front of us next time because I'm telling you, the stuff we talk about is gold.
Oh my God.
And then we have to bring Steph.
Yeah.
We got to bring Steph on.
Yeah.
So that'll be coming. I have one last question for you to officially be a part of the True Crew.
Mm-hmm.
If you could have one song that plays in the background when you walk into a room, what would it be?
One song.
Yeah, what's your walkout song?
There is not one, literally. I love music. I have many favorites.
Okay.
Songs.
What's the first one that comes to mind?
Again, you're talking with an old lady. I'm not good with names.
Girl, it's okay. You can sing it.
I'll tell you. I have a really favorite song. One of my favorite songs, "Broken Wings," but it's a remix by Dual Sessions.
Okay. I love it.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
I love
You
the
should listen
title
to
of it.
It's
Yeah.
an old song, but it's revived in a different form.
We're all gonna check it out and look it up. Guys, if you love today's episode, make sure you screenshot, tag us on TikTok at True Talk Pod, on Instagram at The True Empire TM. Make sure you also tag Sara at Tête-à-Tête _ Sara _ Gorovits. Like, could she have had a
couldn't be.
longer
Yeah, it
freaking
couldn't be.
username? And let us know your favorite part. It was so much fun. We talked about so many different things.
It was fun.
But I really think it was an episode for anyone and everyone. You know,
Yeah.
it was so many different parts to it. So,
Yeah.
Sarah, thank you so
Thank you,
much
Jenna.
again. I love you, and I love you all at the True Crew. And if you want to follow me at Jenna Stakias on Instagram, and Stakias. Sarah always yells at me that I don't say it like the Greek way, that it's Stakias. But, you know, the American version is Stakias. So at Jenna Stakias on Instagram, and I will see you guys on the next episode.